Hello everyone. So welcome to the channel of RD Automation Learning. So today we are going to see about layoffs. As per Economic Times reports and various economic newspapers and all those things, we have got the data that nearly 5,500 or more than 5,500 people have lost their jobs starting from April to June in India. Right now, how can we deal with these layoffs? How can we bounce back from such layoffs? Right, not only for this time, but in a longer run of time. So today, this video, we are going to focus how should we deal with layoffs. So let us look at these points one by one. Now, layoffs are such a thing that does not impact you only financially, but they also impact you emotionally, right? The very first thing that you have to do whenever you are getting laid off, there would be some agreement papers, there would be certain, you know, contract based papers that you need to sign with the employer who laid you off, right? So you need to go through those papers, go through those documentations very clearly. Whatever the terms and conditions are there, for example, they are going to pay you for next 2 months, they might be going to pay you for next 3 months at star based conditions. So those should be properly read, and then only it should be signed, because once it is signed, it cannot be renegotiated, right? Then one should collect themselves before diving into the process of looking for a new job. So whichever documentation are there, whichever experience letters are there, so those should be taken from the employer, because when you are trying for a new job, when you would be giving interview for a new job, so what would happen? They would be asking you for the documentation. They would be doing some background check and all those things. So relevant documentation, experience letters, it should be collected. Then the next important thing is the social media, the connections. The more and more networking you will do, the more easily you will get a job. For example, you can reach out to LinkedIn, you can update your resume on naukri.com as well, right? On LinkedIn, you can request people to provide you a kind of recommendation, because you have already worked with them, you were a part of their team, or you might be directly or indirectly working with them, right? So you can request them to provide a recommendation to you that would turn out to be in a positive favor for you. Again, see, as the layoffs are happening, you might get a mail in a single on one single day that you are no longer a part of this organization. So don't get depressed at all. That is not going to be the last company in the world on this earth. There are many other companies. Now, these days, I'll tell you, the options for remote jobs have also increased, right? The Apart from after COVID, not only work from office has started, but now permanent work from home jobs have also started. There are companies, there are organizations that are allowing people to work from home permanently. So you can try for these jobs as well, right? Okay, now it is very natural to have some negative thoughts coming, and lots of anxiety would be there, but you need to be fearless, and you need to pull your socks with a smile for a new adventure, right? And you need to take layoff as a redirection, right? You need to sit back and you need to observe, you need to think, what is your heart beating for, right? What is your heart wishing to do further? Are you looking for a job in the same domain, in the same technology, or you are looking for a change? So those kind of decisions are the best decisions that can be made at this juncture of life. Now you can also take one notepad and a pen, and you can jot down all the ideas that you are coming up for, right? It might happen that you might be thinking for an entrepreneurship, you might be thinking for a startup idea as well. So you can deal with all those things. You can also, if you are looking for a job in your same domain, within the same tools and technologies, then what you can do is you have to revisit all those concepts, right? It would have been long time that you would have lastly appeared for interview, and now you are not ready for the interview. So don't waste your time at all. Prepare for the interview, give some mock interviews, right? And then go for the interviews, because once you get a chance of interview, then you have to convert that chance of an interview, that opportunity of an interview, into an offer letter. So make sure you do that, right? And at the end, you need to surround yourself with a positive people, with a positive minded people, not with the negative minded people, right? If you will surround yourself with the people who are motivating you, who are supporting you, then definitely the positive energy is going to come and it is going to help you, right? You can also go for morning walks, you can spend some time with the families, you can do some sort of meditation, yoga. These things are very helpful, for an individual. And at last, you can also network with the people. You can take a short vacation, right? And then after taking a short vacation, you can come back and then you can start preparing for the interviews. So these were few of the points that one should take care once he or she gets laid off. And once again, I would repeat, see, laying off is actually a financial and emotional, it affects your emotional stability, your mental stability as well. Because we know by the end of the month when the salary comes or when you get paid, then a lot of EMIs, a lot of loans are going on, right? But don't worry about all those things. Have some savings in your account, because these kind of things, they can happen anytime in your life, right? So have some savings in your bank so that when this kind of situations happens in your life, you have some proper savings as a backup till the time you get a new job or you are good to go with a new startup, right? So thank you so much for watching this video and stay tuned for more updates.